Here we are. We are live.
You see how I like
Hey,
that?
everyone.
How I popped up like that, like out of the blue.
How is everyone? How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm
Even though we
good.
live in the same house.
Even
how
though
are you?
there's nothing wrong with saying "How are you?" There's nothing wrong with that.
Now, as you can know, this is very true. So, as you can see, we're a bit forward and backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
We are back indoors.
I
So
know.
the glorious summer that lasted all of 1 week is now. So, for those of you not in the UK, it's pouring with rain. It's been absolutely Minnie. Hello.
Hey, Minnie.
Do you know what? Whenever I say that, for those of you not in the UK, I really mean you.
Yeah, we really do.
We like to cater to
you.
you. So what's happened, Minnie, is it's been bucketing down today. It's been absolutely pouring down with rain all day, and I mean all day. I was working in the conservatory. It was, and all I could see was just the rain all day, absolutely all day. So it's been. So hence the reason why we're back indoors. So our summer that lasted 1 week, as I said, is ended. As you can see, Madame.
I bought Wagamama's.
Look at that, she's eating. Minnie said here the weather is not the best, raining right now, and it's going to be like that all day. So cheers to you. I've got my Costa. Join the club. Kelly's got her Wagamama's.
I've got the kids' mini chicken chai han, which is just chicken fried rice.
Enjoy. I do have one as well. Kelly hasn't just bought for herself. Before anybody asks. Yeah, so essentially it's been raining as well. So Minnie, we feel your pain. To be fair, it kind of needed it really because it's been really dry here. So if you are a gardener, they always say that. I always say that. Was it gardeners always say need the rain. Always need the rain. Always need the rain. Gardener. Need the rain. But anyway, so my garden is nice and warm.
I think we have plenty of rain in this country. I do think we have. I mean, it rained pretty much all winter.
Well, as Minnie said, what's nicer than staying in and having a nice meal while during the rainy weather?
This is true. Yeah.
So, are you eating as well, Minnie, at the moment, or are you? Of course, I've got to forget the time zones as well. So you'll be.
I'm no good at time zones, so I don't know.
I think you're 6 hours behind. I'm trying to work it out, but I'm sure. Anyway, I'm sure you'll tell us. So here it's just gone 6:05 p.m.
So today, I took a little trip into our shopping centre. The newest one, the closest one to us.
Yeah, not the one we own.
No. And I bought a couple of things. I thought, you know what? It's raining today. Let me take a look around. My mum was going to take me. And when she got here, she did something with the steering wheel, or she thought she'd done something to the steering wheel. So then she says, oh, I've got to take my car in. I was like, all right then. So she left. And then I thought, you know what? I'll then go in by myself. So then I went by myself and just drove myself. And then, and I got us a little takeaway, a little Wagamama's. I don't know if you have that over there in Toronto, do you? In Canada?
I think Minnie said they didn't. Or Minnie's, it's 1:04 p.m. So Minnie would have just had a lunch. So yeah, actually that's quite cool. Actually, we're having our dinner while you're having lunch.
Having lunch. Yeah,
so
that's
crazy.
We do
get to eat together, but just 2 different meals. How good is that? Yeah, no, exactly. So we with the Wagamama's as well. I mean, you've probably seen it, I think, Minnie, from our previous video that we did on Wagamama's. And you uploaded. You've seen it.
Oh no, I haven't uploaded that.
Oh, I'll keep that quiet.
No, we've already shown it, but I just haven't uploaded it.
Oh, we haven't uploaded that one yet. So our little purchase, that was the chocolate frog that we got from Forbidden Planet on our little jaunt into central London. The other week.
We did. I uploaded Inamo, and Minnie said she liked the look of the food. So did Talk of the Tom actually. And the food there was really good. What did you think of the food?
Oh, the food was excellent. No, Minnie just said that they don't have Wagamama's in Canada. Do you know what? Like I say, I think we said it in the video as well. What was really good as well, that sort of Japanese concept. Oh, she loves the chocolate frog. Yeah, it is. Do you know what? We saw that as well. We thought it was really cute as well. It's just the fact it does come apart.
It was the last one.
Yeah, it was the last one because Kate said, "Oh, shall I get it? It's quite expensive." I said, "No, get it." So it's what? £27, but I thought it does look really cool. You're a Harry Potter fan.
Yeah, if you are a Harry Potter fan.
There you go. What we liked was that whole concept as well, that you would just walk in to a restaurant, You've got your table, which is just a standard table. There's nothing. What we didn't mention actually was the fact that there's no buttons or gadgets or anything on this table. It's almost like one of those sort of bog standard flat tables.
Yeah, just a flat table.
It's actually the beams of light on it. Now, I thought, why is it so dark in here? But then when we realised as well, you've got the lights on there, and then they give you the little interactive pointers. It literally just looks like a little arrow, probably about that big, very, very small, probably about 1.5 inches. You place it on the table, you press the button, and then these beams of lights come in, so you can then select if you want to play games, and there's very other quizzes.
I thought it was really good and really interesting, the fact that the lights were interactive. That's what I thought was really, I know you can get the VRs and all of that type of stuff, but to actually be able to use your clicker on a table and actually just use the lights to control whatever it is, I just thought was quite innovative.
Yeah, I thought it was really, really good. But
yeah,
funny enough, we were saying that as well. We thought, this is great till the food, but the food is so efficient,
so quick. It just came,
and not worryingly quick. Now, when I say worryingly quick, I'm not going to mention any chains, but there are times we've gone out to eat, and the food arrives very, very quick. Now, there's no way you can deliver food that quick unless you microwave it. But this food, you could tell, is properly cooked, properly fried. It's obviously been in a wok because of the high temperature as well. It doesn't take that long to cook. Delicious food. So we highly recommend it. Really, really good. Oh, wow. So you got a few comments here from Minnie. So when I went to Orlando, I got a cloak and wand instead of a stuffed animal from Harry Potter. Yes, I'm a big Potterhead. Right, we can talk about Harry Potter for a little bit. That was cool with the clicker, and the table was good. Fun idea too. Have to say it was really cool. Do you know, that's the whole thing. We've never done that before. I've never been to an interactive restaurant before like that. We've been to restaurants where you can order on the iPad, but I've never been to one where it's actually got games and stuff like that to do. I could name a few restaurants that could do that because the wait time is so long. It really keeps you interested.
My only bugbear about Inimo, which I did say in the video, was I felt very rushed at the end because they kept us waiting sort of like 15. And I don't actually know what the hold up was because the restaurant opened at 11. They came to seat us. Now, as far as I'm concerned, normally with a reservation, and this is not in all restaurants because a lot of restaurants do it on the day. So as soon as you turn up, they then pick a table. But because you have a certain set of people that have already, because like a lot of their customers, the customers have already paid. Now, that's not all customers, but because they have a limited amount of number of people, they could have already chosen the tables and then just gone and straight sat that person down instead of keeping them waiting for 15 minutes. If you've only got an hour and a half, that's like 15, 20 minutes off your time.
But I think, do you know what I think it is? I'd love to know actually if that's, basically if it was down to the COVID registration. So just in case you didn't know, so in the UK, you have to register when you go into a restaurant. So they take your details.
No, all you do though is scan.
You can scan, but I do wonder, I would have loved to go to Inimo pre-lockdown to see if that was the case. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's the hold up. I don't know. Could be. Could be registration. I'm not sure. But yeah, we did have about 15 minutes wait to get in.
Yeah.
So we booked at 11 a.m. And we didn't get in till about 15:15. We probably got seated about 15:15, just come up to 20 past.
Yeah.
So of course, they didn't knock that time off our thing. They included it. So we had from 11 till 12:30, and at 12:30 we were basically told your time is up.
We need the table.
In a polite way. They didn't boot us out, but they said in a polite way, like, that is your time done now, guys. You need to go. And like Kelly says, 20 minutes. To be fair, I was absolutely stuffed by this point.
Yeah.
So I couldn't have eaten anything else, but it would have been nice just to relax.
Yeah, just to sort of sit down for 10 minutes and just sort of like show you properly more the table and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, actually, that was a good point because by that point, we pretty much finished eating.
Yeah.
We wanted to play with the clicker then because obviously we had the time then, but they were moving us out. That being said, they really, really, really were busy. And you could see why they wanted us out because they had people waiting in the door to come in. So what Minnie said, I don't know how it is here. We just get takeaway food and delivered to the family house. But I do not know. You have to make a reservation for some restaurants here, but that's all I know.
Yeah.
No, I'm just it's different, I suppose, in different areas. But yeah,
You have to make reservations here.
yeah, you do, Minnie. And also as well, you have to then give your details. I think the idea behind it is if somebody contracted COVID, the restaurant would then have
Be able to track and trace.
Yeah, track and trace. So yeah, you contact all the other people in the restaurant. That's why they've taken their details, just to say you need to self-isolate for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But so Minnie, Harry Potter. We'll talk about that while you're on the line. And I think what we were saying is as well, when we went to Orlando, we were talking about the products. We didn't actually see that frog actually in the merchandise.
No.
What we did see, I remember there being big fluffy owls. The white owls
yeah.
I remember you
Hedwig.
could buy, Hedwig. You could actually buy the book. So what was the monster book?
Oh, the isn't it the Monster Book of No, it's yes, the Monster Book of Monsters. I'm sure it is.
And the oh yeah, Minnie said they do that track and trace thing there as well.
Mm.
The also thing is as well, like I said, the big selling point is obviously the cloaks. When we were in Orlando, there were loads of people wandering around in the cloaks. They bought the cloaks and the wands.
Mm.
What was cool, and I think you'll probably know this as well, is those interactive wands. So you could actually stand on a spot, and they were all around the park.
Yeah,
all around the park. So you then do the magic part, and something would happen. So
only all around Diagon Alley, not all around.
Oh, I thought it was all around.
No, just Diagon Alley and Hogsmeade.
Oh, sorry, yeah, that's what I meant. All around just the Harry Potter world.
Not the whole of Universal. Yeah.
So I remember the one that sticks out. I don't know why it sticks out. There's a couple that stick out, but the one that sticks out for me is under the toilets. You would see an umbrella.
Yeah.
And you do the magic then, and the umbrella would rain, so there would be water on the floor.
And what happened was the first year that I went, and I went to
Got my chili squid.
Was it Diagon Alley? Yeah, to Diagon Alley. I thought to myself, why is it wet? It's just like wet, really, really wet. It's like there must be a pipe broken here or something. And it was only then the following year that I realised, it's the interactive wand and it's the rain that was coming from the umbrella. But yeah.
So Minnie said, the Monster Book of Monsters is a spider-looking fuzzy book. Yes,
yeah, that's the one, Monster Book of Monsters.
With the leather strap to keep it shut.
That's right.
Used during the Hagrid's class when he becomes a professor.
That's right. They had this fluffy book next to the frog, but I saw the frog and I wanted the frog more than the Monster Book of Monsters cushion. I just thought that was that was way cooler.
Mm.
And they had 3 of those left, but they only had 1 of the frog left, the chocolate frog.
Squib?
No, thank you.
Minnie, when you went to there, did you go to Diagon Alley? And did you go into, was it Burke's? What's it called? Something in Burke's.
Borgin and Burke's. Borgin and Burke's.
Did you go into Borgin and Burke's? I don't know why. That is my favourite shop in Orlando. I love it. I love going there. Every time we go.
Down Nocturne Alley.
Yeah, I go down Nocturne Alley, Borgin and Burke's. That's my favourite shop. It's just, I just think it's the coolest shop there.
Mm.
I don't know why. It's not yours. But I always drag Kelly into Borgin and Burke's.
Yeah. He really does always drag me into Borgin and Burke's. That's where I bought my little Nocturne Alley pin. I've got a little Nocturne Alley pin, which I'll show. I've got a video and I'll talk about it.
Minnie said I have 2 shelves on my bookcase full of Harry Potter books, and my collection is growing.
So do I. Yeah.
One day we'll have to film it so we show the bookcase. Actually, it's just over there. And Kelly's got all different editions of the Harry Potter books.
And I also bought, is it called The Cursed Child?
Oh, yes.
I bought that book as well, and I've got a little pin. I've got a little pin to go with that, which is on my lanyard. And on my Harry Potter lanyard, I've got all these Harry Potter different pins.
Would Minnie like The Cursed Child, do you think? Because you've seen it.
I've seen the theatre version, but at the time that I went to see it, it was only open in London. And then I think they opened one in New York.
Yeah.
And then I think they've opened a few. So I don't know if there is a showing in Canada. But I've seen it. And the way that they've done it is so clever. But do you know what? I would be really, really interested in going to see a different version. Like going to another country and seeing, like if,
to compare.
Yeah, to compare.
I went to all of the shops. I went to both Diagon Alley and Hogsmeade.
Yeah.
So I went to both areas in the parks and all the shops.
I bet you took the train as well. Was the train there?
Did you take the train?
Yeah, she would have. She would have. Yeah,
she would have done. So did you like Borgin and Burke's? So you go, yes, Mark, I like Borgin.
Yeah, let's eat, Mark. I like Borgin and Burke's.
I was going to say, what was the other place I liked as well? Oh, did you manage to eat in the Leaky Cauldron as well? I'd be interested if you managed to eat there. Also, did you manage to eat? You may have not done the ice cream in the what's the ice cream parlour called?
In Florine Fortescue. And also pumpkin juice is your other favourite.
I've still got the bottle of the pumpkin juice.
Yeah, I think we showed that the last time.
I think I did. Love that pumpkin juice. Love that pumpkin juice. I don't know why. And the butterbeer. That butterbeer was so good. I had the Cursed Child book read, and I'm going to read it again when I finish the series again. And the Cursed Child play was coming here in October 2020, but it was shut down for COVID. Oh, you haven't seen it? Right, we won't. Don't ruin it.
Well, she's read the book. Because when they did it, now J.K. Rowling, she doesn't. The only other book that she's written is the Ichabod book, but the other ones are more like scripts and screenplay. So you read the script rather than it's an actual story.
She didn't write Fantastic Beasts, did she?
Yeah.
Oh, she did. I thought it was somebody else.
No, she done Fantastic Beasts. There's going to be 7 books, or there's going to be 7 films. And so she's done. So it's 2 down. So there's another 5 films.
Oh wow.
But the thing is, with I like The Cursed Child, like watching it in the theatre and that. But I really, really, really would have loved it if she had done a book, like a proper book, not a script. But I think because the consensus is when you read a book and you watch a film, it's not the same. Now, when you read a book, a lot of people will prefer the book. Is that spilt?
I spilt that a little bit. I'm just going to move that there. It's fine. We're cool.
So, I prefer the books obviously to the film, and I think the reason why she's done it as scripts is because she wanted the film and the sort of book to be the same and not one better than the other. I'm assuming, I don't know, but I can see why, if that is the case, why she's done it that way.
Oh, Minnie didn't get to eat at any of the places.
Oh no!
Oh no! Do you know what? I don't think you need a reservation actually for the Leaky Cauldron, and you certainly don't need one for the ice cream parlour. But you are absolutely right. The queue can be horrendous. When we went September one year. Now that's out of term time. But the queue for that ice cream parlour was all the way out the shop, all the way back round the further down the I think it must have been down further, the shops further down the road.
I can't remember, but I tell you, whenever you go to Universal, if the park is empty, because there's been many times when we've gone like in September and the park's empty.
I know what you're gonna say.
But you go to the Harry Potter section, Diagon Alley or Hogsmeade is packed.
Yeah.
The whole park can be empty, but guaranteed everybody is in Hogsmeade or in Diagon Alley.
So the Leaky Cauldron, actually, I mean, obviously, because we're British, so as soon as I looked at the menu, I thought, this is all familiar. I've come all the way from England to eat English food. So into the United States. But yeah, they had, so things like, I think they had fish and chips, cottage pie, fish pie. The fish pie actually was really good. I enjoyed that. And they had all those sort of recipes as well. Like I said, it's just, you don't have to book, you just go in, but the queue can be huge. Not gonna lie, that queue can be large. But the ice cream parlour as well, like you say, is a bit of a, when you go in there, it is a wait, but that ice cream is worth it. My recommendation, and this might not be yours, but the sticky toffee pudding. Or
I'm not a lover of sticky toffee pudding.
Oh yes, that's delicious. That's really, really good. I didn't try the lavender one. I was a bit lavender's really strong. I'm not so sure. And there's an Earl Grey tea one. I remember.
Yeah, there's an Earl Grey
And I'm
tea. I think it's
sure-
Earl Grey and lavender.
I'm sure I might be wrong, but I'm sure there was a chocolate and chili, but I may be wrong.
I don't know about that, but there was. I'm sure there's a peanut butter and jelly.
Minnie said the shop. The queue was 2 to 3 hours long. Started taking same day reservations for the restaurant.
Oh my god!
Didn't get ice cream because my dad missed the shop when we were looking for it, and we pick up ice cream elsewhere. Okay, so the best place to look for it, when you go into what's the place with the dragon on the top of the bank? Gringotts Bank.
Mm-hmm.
Where the Gringotts Bank is, head for that dragon that breathes fire at the top.
And it's just on the right.
Yeah. No, I think it's on the left.
No, it's not. It's on the right.
I'll take your word for that. But yeah, head for that. If you head for that direction, you will see.
The toilets are on the left.
Yeah.
Florin Fortescue's opposite that,
All right.
but further up.
All right, I'll take your word for it. But
trust me, I would know. I'm a Harry Potter fan.
Just
I know.
head for that dragon, and it's just near there. That's where it will be. But it really is good ice cream. Really good ice cream, and also as well with all the toppings on top you can have. I think we were saying that as well. We queued up. It must have been for about 45 minutes, which is not that bad considering it's how bad it could be. And we got there, and Kelly ordered your ice cream, and then you went, "I want the toppings." Well, I'm here. I'm having the toppings. You have the toffee.
Do you know what? I can't even remember queuing for that long. But my rule of thumb, I don't queue longer than 20 minutes. Unless I really, really, really want to do the ride. But my rule of thumb, I don't queue longer than 20 minutes.
Well, like on a busy day, you're going to not do any rides.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was one day we went, and we were so lucky. This was in September, and it'd been raining. I have heard this before. If you go when it's raining, the crowds, not always, but the crowds will be generally smaller. And we just got lucky. It was September, so it was out of term time anyway, and it had been raining quite strongly. And we got in there, and it just stopped into Universal Studios. Every ride was wait 5 minutes, and it said 5 minutes, but you could literally just walk in, go right to the car, whatever it was, and then go sit in it and then do the ride. Fantastic. I was just doing ride after ride after ride. I remember the Spider-Man ride. I did it.
Yeah.
Went right out the thing, just came right through.
We did that with the Transformers ride as well. Ride, yeah, we did.
I'm sorry. Minnie said I saw it after we passed it, but the crowd was kissing us, pushing us forward. So it was just a sort of the situation. But then we came back, and the section for the next day, and your dad saw it. A lot of people leave when it rains. Yeah, that's like peak time when the rides you want to go on. Absolutely brilliant idea, because that's what we found. We didn't know that until we actually went. I remember saying to Kelly, "Well, there's no one here. It'd be raining. So I thought definitely go again when it rains."
If you go after Thanksgiving, one year we went, and we were there before we went. We were there before Thanksgiving, and then during Thanksgiving, we didn't go to the parks during Thanksgiving because we knew it was going to be really, really busy.
Yeah.
But then the next day after Thanksgiving, there was no one there. It was so empty. It was just, it blew my mind that you could walk around World Showcase and there was hardly anyone around World Showcase at Epcot and all of that type of stuff. I mean, I think I've got footage of it. I've actually, it's in one of our videos, in our past videos, that you can just walk along and there's no one there. It was so good. It was so... to be able to sort of just weave in and out was really quite nice. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe me eating noodles was not the best thing because they all grew. So excuse me, everyone. I
got him the noodles, you see.
So I'm just chowing down on these lovely noodles. So Minnie went the second week of September, the 20th to the 28th. That's a really good time to go. Straight term time, so hopefully children are back at school, so you can actually get some time. Worst time to go is going to be August.
What was your most favorite thing to do? Did you go to both Disney and to Universal, or was it just to Universal? And if you did go to Universal and to Disney, which was your most favorite part? I think you did go Disney because I remember you saying you did the Star Wars. Which was your most favorite park, and which is your most favorite ride?
That's going to be interesting. We've got another viewer on as well. So if anybody wants to join in,
please do.
Yeah, please do. If you've been to Universal, if you'd like to go to Universal, if there's anywhere else, you'd like to go. But yeah, no, that'd be interesting to see what you say. Because school opens 2 weeks before and went to Disney and Universal, yeah, really good time to go. Really, really, really good time to go. I think that's one of my recommendations. Now, it's not easy if you have to go during term time. There you go. What does Minnie say? So I like Diagon Alley for the walking, and I like Hagrid's ride. We've not done the Hagrid's ride yet. When we last went, Hagrid's ride wasn't built.
No.
So
they were in the middle of it.
Yeah, they were still in the middle of building it, and we've seen it several times on YouTube. Certain YouTubers going, and it looks brilliant. Was it as good as it looks, Minnie? Would you recommend us going?
I think if I was going to choose a Harry Potter ride for the ones that I've been on, I think Gringotts Bank.
Oh, the Gringotts Bank. Oh, yeah. That's a really, really good one.
Yeah, I really did like that. But my favourite park is Epcot. Epcot's my favourite park. I love doing the World Showcase. I love when they do the food festivals and the arts festivals. I like when they do the Butterfly Sanctuary. I love Club Cool, although they've closed it, but they're going to reopen it soon.
Sorry, Minnie said she loved it so much she went on it twice.
Yeah.
Did you do the bike or did you do the sidecar or did you do it
one after the other?
One after the other.
What else did I love? I just love Epcot. I really do.
Yeah, Epcot was really cool. But you didn't like the what you call it, the broomstick ride, did you?
I love the broomstick ride. I didn't like it the last time I did it because they speeded it up. It was too fierce.
Right.
Like, it was not that I don't mind going faster. I just didn't like my head knocking about and everything else. That's the part I didn't like.
Because I only went on it I went on it several times, but the one time that I went on it, Kelly had been on there before, and you said the time before. So I say time before, it would have been about at least a year before. You said it was a lot less bumpy.
It was, yeah. It's the bumpiness I don't like, the knocking of the head that I don't like.
That's interesting. So Minnie said she went in the sidecar. You have to go in the sidecar if you wear your cloak.
Right.
That's interesting. So would you do sidecar or would you prefer be on the bike?
I don't know.
Do you want to drive or do you want to sit in the...
I would just choose. I would do both. I would do one after the other, I think.
We could swap. Also, I was slightly afraid to go on the bike too, so I didn't mind with that. Your dad sat in the back and your mum sat in the front. Oh, fantastic. So all three of you on the same time. Oh, that is amazing. That is so good. Oh, that must have been so much fun.
My mum would be too scared. She wouldn't go on it.
Oh, next time then Minnie's in there, sit on the bike and give it a try.
My mum wouldn't go on. My mum's always been afraid of rides, always. So,
so have I, to be fair. The first time I went, I wouldn't go on any. Please go, I can't just try a ride. I was like, no, motion sickness. But in the end, I thought, I've got to do it. What's the point of me coming all the way over here if I'm not going to try a ride?
In my mind, I just thought you spent all that money for the ticket.
Well, yeah, exactly.
You might as well go on a few rides. And I remember the first time he went on Spider-Man, he hated it. You hated it and go, I'm not going on again.
I think for me, it was that thing because the car obviously judders around and it spins. And I thought to myself, it's just too much motion sickness. But when I tried it again, I thought just in the back of your head, you know it's fully safe because it's been tested.
Yeah, it's been tested. And if there's anything slightly wrong, they just close the ride.
Misha, so the first time she went, her mum was on the car ahead of us, and it was just you and your dad.
Right.
Had the seat in the car front row. And then the second time, we sat closer to the back, and my mum was placed in front of me. And I was placed in front of me, and I'm with you. That is amazing, though. That was so cool, though. You can go with your parents. One of you in the car, one of you on the bike. Really good.
You loved soaring. I mean, we've only done it once.
I know. So I don't know if you've done the ride me soaring. So soaring is in Epcot, and the idea is they strap you in, and you're on. It's almost like a big long crane, and everybody's hoisted on this crane. This crane's
You're
you
just
feel like
seated
you're,
like a long bench.
that's right. You feel like you're flying, and you fly over like the Grand Canyon. You fly over the Sahara. You fly over the Serengeti. And we went years ago. We went on it. I thought I must do that again. But every time we've gone back, the queue has been over an hour.
The queue for soaring is crazy. It's crazy.
I don't think you can even ride it.
No. But I loved soaring. I thought it was really, really good. And I would definitely do it again. And I just think it was a good ride to take Mark on for the first time.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't doing very many rides. There was that one, and I can't remember what I persuaded him to get onto the Spider-Man, and then we did a lot of simulator rides, I think, if I remember correctly. But I'm just trying to think what simulator rides we did at the time. There were sort of rides that pretty much stayed in place that didn't really move anywhere. But yeah.
Well, funny, Minnie said that as well about confronting your fear. Do you know what? Actual fact, going on a ride to confront your fear is a really, really good idea.
Yeah.
The one bit I do want to do, which I haven't done, I'm going to push myself next time to go because we haven't been for such a while. Roller coasters.
Now I don't know if I would do a roller coaster. Don't get me wrong, Hagrid's and stuff like that. But I don't know if I'd say do the Hulk or the Mummy ride.
Oh, there you go. When I went to Disney, I want to go on Soaring. And the line was only a 5-minute wait. Oh, wow. Because people were going for lunch. But do you know what? You're probably a lucky talisman. We'll have to go with you.
Yeah.
Every time we go, it's a minimum an hour and a half wait. And it's really bad because we end up then not doing it for that holiday. Then we come again back and we go, oh, we must do Soaring. I keep saying to Kelly, we must do Soaring because I want to do Soaring. We see the queue and you get into this really bad habit thinking, oh, it's an hour and a half. I'll come back. Hour and a half later, again, it's gone up to 2 hours. And I think I'll leave that. Then we leave the park. Then we come back another day thinking, oh, it's all right. We'll come back another day. It's fine. Come back another day. It's an hour and a half again. We end up leaving it. Then you realize, hang on a minute. Our holiday's over.
Yeah.
And then we come back again and repeat the whole thing again.
But I wonder if, I mean, do we still need reservations to go to the parks? Because during the pandemic, when they sort of started allowing people back to the parks, you had to get a reservation to go to said park. So I'm wondering if you still have to get a reservation. It would be interesting to find out whether you need a reservation to get into the park.
So Minnie said Hagrid's is more of a tame, small impact. Right?
Yeah.
That would be...
Because I think it was the Dueling Dragons before. And I did go on it when it was the Dueling Dragons. And then they changed, because it was all part of the, I think it was the Arabian theme that they had going on, you know, all Sinbad and all of that. And they did this really delicious pineapple ice cream. They do the Dole Whip and all of that now, but the pineapple ice cream was a lot different the way that they did it. It was pineapple with cherries and oh my god, it was so good. And that was, and then so when they were sort of like reducing the Arabian theme, they then put the Dueling Dragons onto Harry Potter because obviously it's dragon themed and all of that type of stuff. And then they changed it all together, and it's now the Hagrid ride. I believe that's the Hagrid ride now. It's not a dragon. They don't have a dragon ride there now.
I do like Minnie's idea though to start off the Hagrid ride just to get used to it, and then you can build up. Yeah, and Minnie said the same thing, trying to get over your fear of the roller coaster. Now, the one that my brother recommended was the Mummy, and he said as well because as you go through the tunnel, I won't ruin it, but it's he said it's quite fast. The roller coaster is quite fast. Yeah,
exactly. So the Mummy wouldn't be the best one as your first one, but the Gringotts ride is almost like an indoor and a dark indoor roller coaster.
Yeah, it is. Actually, fact, I really enjoyed the Gringotts one. Minnie said, yeah, that's the spot where the other one was.
Yeah.
Sienna, hello.
Hey, Sienna.
Now, Minnie, would you do? I'm going to ask you now. Would you do the Hulk ride?
Mm.
You think you're the Hulk coaster?
Yeah, that's not my ride. I wouldn't do that one.
Ah, my goal's gone the rocking roller coaster because it goes upside down, and I need to get upside down right to hit my fear of next. That one's at Planet Hollywood, isn't it?
No,
Is it not?
no, it's at
Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood Studios. Sorry, Hollywood Studios. That's what I meant.
I think Planet Hollywood, the restaurant.
Minnie said, "Would you go on the one?" Minnie said, "No, probably not on the Hulk one unless I was bribed." Would you do the House of Terror? Is it called the House of Terror? The one that's up
Towers of Terror.
Tower of Terror. Would you do the Tower of Terror?
I've done the Towers of Terror. I've done it twice.
I was thinking about doing the Tower of Terror.
It's very scary, but it's good. And I love the theming as well. The theming of the Towers of Terror is really good as well.
I do want to do the Tower of Terror. I've seen it on YouTube clips, but I've never done it. What puts me off is I don't like heights, and it is high. Because you see that from afar. When you,
it's 13 floors.
Yeah, as you're traveling into the park, even from far, so like the vehicle you're on as well, you see that big tower lurching up in the background. Then you know that's where it is. That's the big thing you see. I'm not so. I don't like dropping rides, but I would give it a go. And that's what I think is why I don't like dropping rides as well. The one that always seems to freak me out. What's the one where you see that like lube go up the top and then it just drops into the water? It's not is it in the Jurassic Park one? You almost see. You said it goes up vertically. So you're leaning back like this, and then it just drops down. What's that one?
That was Jurassic Park. I think it is still there.
Yeah, it's still there. But I've seen YouTube.
I think they've changed it a little bit though.
Because I know it's one then it just drops down.
I've done that twice as well. That's crazy, that one.
Oh, there you go. Minnie said, fun fact, Orlando, all of the dropping experiences are different each time on the Tower of Terror. So you get a different experience each time. Oh, is that right? I didn't know that.
No, I didn't know that.
So each time you go to the Tower of Terror, it's actually different.
There are a couple of rides, the Star Wars rides, Star Tours and all that. Is it Galaxy's Run?
Well, no, it isn't. So yeah, it depends.
No, the one that we haven't been on.
Oh, right, okay, I didn't know that.
Not the one that Star Tours is the one that we've been on, but it's the other one now with Kylo Ren.
I didn't realise that the Tower of Terror actually is different each time.
No, I didn't, and I've been on it twice.
Smuggler's Run.
Yeah, that's the one we haven't been on.
That's what Minnie said. I didn't know that. That was Minnie. Thank you, Minnie.
But that's the one when you go in, it's got different introductions, right? And different sort of experiences. I'm sure that's the one. What does Minnie say?
Minnie said no. The Kylo Ren one, she hasn't gone. I have to read it because you haven't got your glasses on.
No, I haven't got my glasses on.
So the Kylo Ren one, she's not been on yet.
Oh, right.
Have you had the blue milk? Did you go for the blue milk?
The Bantha.
The Bantha milk. Sienna, have you had the blue milk?
No, Sienna.
I know, I'm joking.
Sienna won't have the Bantha milk.
I'm still waiting to see what Sienna's KFC was like. I still haven't heard, Sienna, what your KFC was like. Yeah, no. I think as well, because in the Star Wars Galaxy thing, you see me make the blue milk. But I think you would say it's totally different from what they served in.
Totally different because their one is like a bit like a slushy.
Yeah, this one's a chai.
Yeah.
And it does taste like a chai.
I really want to try the Ronto wrap. I've heard nothing but good things with the Ronto wrap that is shown on the thing.
Well, funny enough, there is a Ronto wrap recipe. I'm going to make it at some point.
Yeah, but it's totally different.
Yeah, so Minnie said the Smuggler's Run is like the Millennium Falcon ride, and no, I didn't get the blue milk. So sad. But yeah, the Ronto wrap is what I will give the Ronto wrap a go at some point when I get a bit more time. It's been a bit busy recently, so I've not been able to do a bit more cooking things. I did buy the Walking Dead cookbook, so I do want to make something from that. So I will add to that as well.
I put everything on the bookshelf.
Yeah,
because we had so many books lying around. I said, let me just put them all in the bookshelf.
Oh, also, she said also my dad backed out on making the both of us lightsabers. Oh,
Oh.
no. Do you know what? One thing I every time we go, every single time, I say to myself, I'm going to buy one of the lightsabers, the pricey ones. And I always back out. That's the one. I always back out because I've got to get it in my. I was thinking, oh, how am I get this in my suitcase? It's really long. I'm really worried. You've seen baggage handlers; they're just going to smash it. And I thought,
No, there's one that you can take apart and you build.
no, but that's not the light one, though, is it? Minnie, help us out. Can you build the light one, or is it? My understanding of the light one was it all comes constructed.
No, you.
Yeah, so but yeah, that's what. But yeah, so it can. I think the light one is already constructed. You can't break it down. Well, it makes sense because it's just a long neon light. So where I'm worried about is I put that on the plane, I get back in, it's all in pieces, and that's the whole thing. I know you can order them in this country, but I do want to be able to say I got one from there. But that is my real big worry. The only thing I could probably do is carry it in hand luggage, but
They probably would ship it to you.
But I was worried they would see that as a weapon.
No, they're not going to see a lightsaber as a weapon. Definitely not. No, you
blaster, a lightsaber. These are all weapons.
Yeah,
they're weapons in Star Wars.
Well, if you were traveling to Batuu, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. What's the green? Is it Grigo? The one that Han Solo shoots in the Star Wars film with his blaster. But yeah, no, that's the one I wanted to get. So I really do want to get one of the lightsabers there.
Yeah.
But like I say, is getting it through customs as well. That's always a big thing as well.
I think they would probably, but again, we'd have to go in and ask and investigate a bit more.
Yeah, and ask them about that as well. But it's just that thing of you spend so much money on something, you don't want to take it through customs.
Yeah.
Right. So Minnie said the one with the experience in the building is the expensive one, and yeah, you get a handling case one. And when I saw people just take theirs on the plane as carry-on. Oh, really? So you actually saw people take it as carry-on? Well, that might be all right then.
Yeah.
That might be. I mean, listen. When we've flown, I've seen people take all kinds of stuff on.
All kinds.
I've seen people take like computers, massive printers. Somebody took on, which I wasn't. I didn't think you were allowed to do. There's all kinds of stuff that people take on. So I was quite surprised at that that you're allowed to take these things on as well.
But somebody bought because it was a trip, but it just came in a big box like this. It wasn't a long box. They bought it and it was a box. It was a special edition one.
On my plane trip, they allowed us to take it carry on. So maybe you can do. I don't know. Maybe as well. I don't know if the rules for Canada and UK will be different.
Yeah.
We could give it a go. I just get anything to declare. So I go. That would be my carry-on luggage, a big great lightsaber. Funny enough, the guy I knew as well, he went to Thailand. And he didn't really think about it. So he went to a shop and he bought 2 massive samurai swords, right? So he bought them in Thailand. He bought these samurai swords. And then he was saying to me, oh, Mark, I bought these samurai swords. And then when I was there, I thought, oh, my God, how am I going to smuggle these through? Because these are proper swords. So they're not glass or anything or replica. They are proper samurai.
Well, the fact that he already said smuggle is alarm bells.
Well, exactly. But they're metal swords, so you could actually use them.
Well, of course.
So I said, what did you do? He goes, I just risked it. I just chucked it in my hand luggage. I said, they didn't stop you because they would have scanned that. And they said, no, they didn't say anything. I said, I got back, I opened my case and they were still in there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there you go. Minnie says, I want to get one as well. Good on you, Minnie. I want to get one as well and hang it on your wall, which is even a better idea. Yeah, no, that's what he did. I know they do say that as well because when we gone to the States, so this is UK going to America. As we're going through customs in the British end, they do say, have you got anything in your luggage that may look that we may pick up? So in other words, look suspicious, something that might worry us. Some will say, oh no, it's just clothes, my toiletries, blah, blah, blah. But I suppose would you declare it? And I imagine going back the other way.
Well, they scan your suitcase, so I can't imagine.
Yeah, it's a great big sword.
Yeah.
But then again, I suppose the other argument is with a sword, you can't actually have access to it because it'll be in the hold.
You said he brought it in his hand luggage. He
No,
chucked
no,
it
no,
in
no.
his hand
Sorry,
luggage.
did I say hand luggage? Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I meant in his luggage. No, he didn't
Well,
take his hand luggage. His
I was
suitcase.
going to say.
It's in his
But they
suitcase.
would have scanned the suitcase as well. So it's amazing to me that he got through.
Minnie said, I want to get one. Yeah. Oh, sorry, that was the one we read. You want to put your lightsaber on the wall. That's what I want to do. Ask the experience one where you build it. And you also get a custom pick, the style and pieces you want to make on your own.
Mm.
Here, they just see it and they open your bag and chuck them in. So, yeah, exactly. That's all right.
Yeah.
I think it really depends country to country.
Mm.
I did see, I don't know if it's Venezuela, it was one country in South America. I noticed it was on the board when we went to the States. And they said they do double checks if you come from that country, because I don't think they trust that country's customs.
Right.
So they said if you come into that country, be prepared to have everything searched.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's fair enough.
Coming through, but also as well, somebody did say with the United States as well, actually they're more worried about you bringing in things like plants and stuff that can affect the ecosystem.
Yeah, that's right. But I think that's what this country worries about as well. People bringing plants and things like that in, because it could like destroy, something in our ecosystem. Because obviously you're not going to have the same, because you've got to think about, I suppose, the climate is different. So you're going to have different types of things in one country than you will in another.
Now Minnie's asked us the question: when you go from the UK to somewhere you go through security, do you have to take your shoes off? That's a do you know what? Very interesting, actually, because the answer I would give there is sometimes I have been asked and sometimes I haven't.
On this side, you take your shoes off.
Yeah.
So when we leave, so when we're going through passport control here, when you get to searching, you got to take your shoes off.
However, when we've got the Eurostar, so I don't know if you're familiar with the Eurostar. So the Eurostar is basically they dug a tunnel between France and the UK under the English Channel. So you take the train, it goes under the tunnel. You don't need to. I've noticed that.
Yeah, we don't need to if we're using the Eurostar. But to be fair, there's a lot of things that you don't need to do with the Eurostar that you do when you're taking your flight.
Yeah. Well, because it's a train, so you're not up in the air. You literally just stay on a train going from the UK to France. There's a few messages from Minnie here. Here we don't have to take our shoes off in the States.
Oh.
You do. Yeah, I noticed that actually. I had lace-up shoes, and when I was so annoyed having to unlace them and having to lace them back. But sometimes they do ask you to take off your shoes off here. It's rare, but they do. That was all down to what's his name? Was it Richard Reeve? There was a guy who was a shoe bomber, and he actually he put a bomb in his shoe, and ever since then, that's why.
Oh, right.
He tried to light it on a plane, I believe, and that's the reason why you're asked to take your shoes off.
I know with the drinks, because they caught someone, didn't they? With the drinks, because you could mix the drink, and that was
another UK thing.
Well, but they caught them before they went on the plane.
Yeah, which is why you're only allowed to take 100 milliliters of fluid through.
Yeah, and you need to put it in a plastic bag. They need to scan it, and all of that type of stuff. Yeah, I think it's 100 mils, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, that so here they're quite strict with liquids, because they caught someone, and it was just in a sort of like a bottle. So yeah, they caught them.
Yeah, as many said, it's crazy what people try and do.
Isn't it? It's mad. It is crazy.
Do you know what? That's the interesting thing. So when, like I said, going back to what we were saying about the Eurostar, that's always a weird thing, because it's the same thing as airport style security. So obviously all your baggage is scanned and what had you. But of course, we always forget there's no weight limit. And the reason there's no weight limit is obviously because you're on a train. You're not actually in the air. So sometimes when we scan through there, going through Eurostar, but it's the same sort of style, but they're a lot more relaxed. I walked through there, like I said, when we were coming back from France to the UK, I had Belgium, sorry. I had my waffle. There was all ice cream on it. It was cream. I was eating it as I was going through. They said, "Oh, enjoy like this." Now, if I'd have done that in the US, then they would not have been quite the same. I think
you could still eat stuff.
Oh, I'm not so sure. I don't think they would have been taken kindly to me eating as I'm going through the customs bit.
No, not as you're going through the customs bit. No.
Can you imagine me having a big ice cream gun?
Yeah.
As I was
No.
getting through.
But I love about the Eurostar is that you're just on it for 2 hours and a bit and you're in another country. And
Yeah.
I really, because like a lot of people think, oh God, yeah, 2 hours. Like I was talking to a friend of mine and it's an hour's flight from the UK to France. And she's like, oh yeah, but you know, it's only an hour. But in my mind, I'm thinking, well, yeah, but then you've got to try and get to the airport and it's all a bit. And I feel like going to the airport is a bit of a kerfuffle. But when you go on the train, it's just easy. You know, you just go through your passport bit, you sit down, you then go up the escalator. Well, it's not even an escalator, a travelator. So you go up on the travelator, which is angled going up. You come out onto the platform. You put your suitcase in whatever carriage you're going to be in. You go sit down, and sometimes we get Premier, and they give you a little meal. You know, a few drinks. Well, Mark and I, we don't really drink, so a few soft drinks and all of that, and it's just really nice.
So Minnie said they are strict with liquids and the size of the toiletries, and the things are big. They give, they give you things to put your toiletries in. That's right. So they give like plastic bags,
plastic bags,
and liquids in soap and shampoo. But bar of soap is a different story. Actually, I've noticed that actually with soap, they're not really so bothered with soap, but the liquid bits they are. But yeah, that's the whole thing. So when I go through, I don't have really anything in my hand luggage.
No, you don't. You're very good. Yeah.
Well, it's not that good. I think it's just a case of I just can't be bothered to carry it. I'm just so I'll have my tablets in, and that's it. One thing I don't know.
And shoes. You always have tablets and a pair of trainers or something in your.
Yeah. I always have a spare pair of trainers. I always put them in my bag as well. What's funny is I don't know if it's the same with you, Minnie, in Canada, but if you do have a tablet or if you do have a phone or you do have a laptop in your hand luggage. All the other stuff can stay in your bag, but that you have to take out. They make you take them all out. If you don't take them out of your bag, they will hold you up in the customs thing. So they always get you to take out your devices, just so they know actually that that's a device. But I have noticed that going through customs, that's what you will do.
I thought someone was commenting on something, so I would answer them.
But yeah, that's what you tend to do going through. But I was going to say, Minnie, if you ever do come to Europe, I hope you do, and you stay either in France or London as well, I would recommend, if you're going with your parents as well, do use the Eurostar. It's a really quick way to get from one country to the other. And you can
even if you wanted to do a day trip is doable.
Yeah, it is actually.
A day trip is doable as long as you go very early.
Yeah.
And you don't mind coming back late. Obviously not too late. Don't be coming back at like midnight and stuff like that, because the trains in here stop working. They stop working at midnight. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking to do a day trip, definitely just go on. If you're here and you're with your parents, go on a day trip to France, to Paris. You'll love it. You'll really enjoy it. And it's like you can get tickets for like £30, £40 if you book in advance.
I mean, we forget how lucky we are living in Europe as well, because it's so close. Like I say, from London, from King's Cross, you can be in Paris in 2 hours, or from London again, you can be in Brussels in 2 hours. 2 hours is not far at all. It's a really fast train.
Yeah.
Minnie said you have to put in different bins. And have to take out your electronics and put it in a different bin to go through the scanner. Yeah, it's exactly the same here.
Yeah,
exactly the same here. Yeah, they want it in a completely different. What you call? Yeah, it is a bin, isn't it?
Yeah,
a little plastic tray.
Yeah,
because they want to check that differently as well. Any perfume, aftershave, drink below 100 milliliters, you've got to put them in those little plastic bags. Put them through.
Yeah.
Kelly's always got hundreds that she has to get. She always, get me some bags. So I've got to go and get about 9 bags because there's some perfume and there's another perfume and another one.
But normally now I have a few at home, so I pre-pack them in the bag, so that when I get there, I just take them out and I just put them out in the bin. But the thing that annoys me is having to get out all your electrical gadgets. And inevitably, I normally have a tablet. I might have 2 tablets. I've got my phone, and then a camera or whatever, and all of this, and you just think, oh.
Well, do you know what? Actually, talking about airport security. Oh, hang on, before I do, Minnie says, because people are strangers and try doing stupid things, shut their electronics. Yeah, I know. But yeah, it's just a good security measure. Do you know what? You're only hindering yourself, because if you don't take it out, they will keep. It says actually in Heathrow and Gatwick here in the UK. They just said, if you don't take it out, we will keep you. Because we'll have to check that product.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to talk about something else then.
What are we going to talk about?
Oh, it's going to come back. It'll come back to me.
Okay.
What were we talking about? Eurostar. Oh, yeah. Again, as I was saying, but do check out the Eurostar. Really, really is worth doing.
Really recommend it. Yeah. It's just so easy. Yeah. It's when you get to the other side, we normally queue up and we take a taxi to wherever we're going to. And me, super organized. I normally have my little bounded documents, and then I've always got the address of the hotel where we're going to, and I say, this is the hotel we're going to. And my French is okay to get by. And then they'll take us to our hotel. But yeah, I missed that. We were gonna go a couple of times last year and we didn't get to go.
We were going to go to Amsterdam, we didn't get to go.
We were going to go to Brussels,
we didn't get to go, and possibly Paris, and we didn't get to go.
Yeah, I know.
But the other thing I was going to talk about actually, very, very quickly, was talking of airport security as well. The one thing that I was really impressed with in Orlando, in Florida, was the fact that when we were coming through, normally they have to scan you to get through. They had sniffer dogs.
Oh, yes, bombs. They did, yeah.
So you didn't actually have to do all the frisky and stuff like that. They really trusted these dogs to sniff. Mark, with a K, even and all, July the 5th. Oh, you're back at the Canary Islands.
Oh, right, okay.
You're back. Oh, you got back to the Canary Islands on the 5th of July.
Oh.
You know, I misread your quote then. I thought it said, oh, it's the 5th of July. I thought, no, you're going to the Canary Islands. Look at this. Jet set lifestyle. Do you know, I've never been to the Canary Islands.
No, we haven't. I want to go Gran Canaria.
No, we have been to Canary. What am I talking about? Lanzarote.
We've been to Lanzarote, but I haven't been to Gran Canaria.
Yeah, we haven't been to all of them. Yeah. So Gran Canaria we've not been to. Tenerife, yeah. Gran Canaria, Fuerteventura. That's supposed to be the greenest one, actually, Tenerife.
Is it?
Mark said, hope so. Fingers crossed.
Yes.
Fingers crossed. All jabbed, ready to go.
Hold on a second. When did Boris extend the thing to? No, but you can still fly. You can still travel, right?
You can still travel as long as it... Well, actual fact, I think you'll be all right, because what they're saying is if you go to a green country, you're fine. You don't have to...
right. Okay.
If you go to an amber one, you can come back, but you have to self-isolate. I think you have to kind of check up. I forget now. Red is the worst. Oh, yeah, maybe an early opening. Let's hope so. Red one, I looked at the criteria for red one. My God. If you go to a red country and you come back, not only, you can't just go home and self-isolate. They won't.
No, you've got to go to a hotel.
You've got to go to a hotel.
And pay for it.
And it runs into the thousands. If you've got children as well, that can go up to about $5,000, depending on how many kids you've got. Minnie said, that's why I prepare my bags to make, it's like you. Prepare your bags easy to go through security. I put on the shoes just in case, but in the US I was a little silly by wearing pull-up shoes. Good job you don't have like loads of high length boots with loads and loads of laces on. That would be taking you ages to do. Do you know I've got trainers without laces. They're just slip-on ones.
Yeah.
And when I go for the security, I always wear those. I don't have to bother doing the
And I've done my trainers in such a way that I can just slip my foot in and out, even though they're lace ups. I've got it now to where I can just slip my trainers on and just take them off. So it's fine either way. But normally I have some type of slip on trainers rather than having to, I think it would be a nightmare having to undo the laces and do up the laces. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, wow. Mark said masks outside are no longer a requirement in Lanzarote from the 26th of June.
Oh, wow.
I forgot that. Funny you should say that, actually. One of my good friends is actually... most of her family live in Italy.
All right.
And because in this country, you don't need to wear your mask outside, only indoors. But they said in Italy, you had to wear them in and outdoors. especially during I think it's the first lockdown, especially their first lockdown.
Did we have to? Was it what?
No, you never had to wear it outdoors here.
Yeah, because it was just if you wanted to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't mandatory, but there in Italy at that time, any Italians watching, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, you had to wear your mask outside. So I think
but the numbers were really high there,
that's
weren't
why,
they?
that's
They
why. Wow, he was also telling me as well that when because her sister went out, lives in Italy, went out shopping, the police stopped her and said, "Where are you going?" And she said, "I'm just going to shopping." Right. When you come back from shopping, you come back here and you show me your receipt to prove that you've gone shopping. That's how strict
they were.
was.
Very,
very
I remember.
Strict.
Yeah,
they don't want you just
strict,
wandering around for no reason. So that's going to be interesting. Actually, that'd be really good to see if the masks are off.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that you have to wear a mask. No one wants to wear a mask on the beach. You get these nice little tan lines. You're all nice.
Oh God, yeah.
Bronzed here, and then you're all white.
Can you imagine?
Well, that would be me.
Yeah.
Minnie was saying it was a flight at like 11 a.m. and I had to get up at 5:30. To make sure my bags are ready, and just had to clean myself up. And I went to bed late in the night, so I was cranky. Yes, who else would be good? Do you know what? I'm cranky.
Yeah, I was gonna say I am a morning person. No matter what time I wake up, I'm never in a bad mood. I'm never ever in a bad mood when I wake up or anything like that. I'm never in a bad mood unless someone puts me in a bad mood. But generally, I've got quite a cheerful disposition. But when I sort of like when he wakes up, I can go to bed late and still get up early, but you can't.
No, do you know what? I am not. Over the years, I knew this anyway.
Yeah.
This is nothing new to me.
No.
But I am not a morning person. I hate early mornings. I really, really hate it. Once I'm up, but I hate early mornings. Minnie said, so I was so cranky having none of it. having to lace down and back up. I would be the same, my shoes, but I was going to have a bearing. As I was not really having it. Mark said, best flight is 7:15 from Stansted to Lanza.
Well, 7:15 in the morning?
7 a.m. Do you know what? Actually, I did read somewhere the most popular flight is the 7 a.m. flight, round about the 7 a.m. flight, in anywhere. Because people want to, the rationale behind it is people want to get to the destination early so they got the rest of the day when they're there.
For me, the earlier the flight, the better. If I can get a flight really early, and Mark will tell you, because there's been times when we've had to leave at 3:30 in the morning and things like that, and he hates it. But we get up, I fall asleep in the cab snoring, or something like that. But yeah, we go early so that we can arrive at the destination as early as possible.
Mark, what are you like as a flyer? Do you mind flying? Do you hate it? You're not too bad with it? The thing is that with us, Kelly doesn't mind flying at all. So as the plane's just taxiing down the runway to take off, I'm like this. I hate flying, so I'm really like nervous. So this one. So I'm there sitting there all nervous. Kelly's passed out.
I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm like this. I'm so
tired. A
little
bit of support, and then
thinking, oh my God. By the time I have to support Mark, I'm like, oh, this is like the 20th flight you've been on.
They don't get easier for me.
Mark, where are all your Lanzarote videos? I'm only seeing all these radio videos, all these CB radio videos and antenna videos. I ain't seen no Lanzarote videos. Where are they?
Well, when Mark's out there, he's got plenty of time to make them.
Yeah.
Minnie said, yeah, when we were leaving Canada, we had the earliest flight we can, but on our way home, we don't really care about time because do you know what? Had the day travel off time, so we don't mind what time of day it is. Do you know what? Actual fact, Minnie, we do the same. We get up there early, but when we leave late, so we want to spend as much time.
So we want to maximize our holiday time.
Oh, Mark said I'm good. Night all, a few beers, off you go. Do you know what? Actually, when we were in Lanzarote, you always get the people outside the restaurants try and coach you to go.
Yeah.
And one guy, it actually made me laugh. He'd be saying to people, "Do you want to come in? We've got beers." He goes, "Have a beer." One guy said, "We're flying out. Well, come in, have a beer. Help me sleep on the plane." I'm always thinking ahead, my brother. I'm always thinking ahead. Minnie said, "Don't mind what time we get back in. Plane coming back to Canada. Yeah, we're the same." Mark said, I'll link my Lanza videos to you. Like I said, they are buried. Well, like I said, if you do move out there, you're going to have every day to do videos.
Yeah.
Do you know what? We were talking about you the other day. Kelly and I were having a barbecue in the evening, and we just said, God, Mark lives in Lanzarote. You can do this because it's sunny every day. You could have a barbecue every day. You could
Every day.
build one in your backyard, have it as the brick one, so they're just permanently there, and you can have it every day. The only thing you got to clean is the grill.
Yeah.
Even that, you can just leave it for that's all right. I'll just
And you just think to yourself, oh, that'd be so nice just to barbecue every day or whatever.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
You could do, do you know what? I would even get to a stage where I would just do every meal.
Yeah.
I was like,
lunch, breakfast.
I could do your bacon and eggs
brunch.
In the morning. Yeah, brunch. I'll just do something on the barbecue. What are you putting cereal on the barbecue? I'm just like barbecuing. There we go. Let's barbecue away.
But yeah, we love going on holiday. We love the weather.
Yeah.
It's the only time that Mark actually gets to relax is in Lanzarote, because if we go to Florida and all of those types of places, or Vegas and things like that, Mark gets caught up in all the sort of like going to all the hotels in Vegas, or trying to find the next buffet that we're going to go and eat at. But actually, the thing that I like about Vegas is that it's the only time we're not dictated by breakfast, because you don't get breakfast included in the room, so we can sleep a little bit late and just go for brunch somewhere or something like that. But when we're in Lanzarote or when we're in Florida or something like that, it's like we're up at the crack of dawn. This person who doesn't like getting up early, right, who's cranky and all of this, all of a sudden he's Mr. Morning Time. Yes, well, let's get up.
I need a reason to get up. And breakfast for me is a fantastic reason to get. Do you know what? I've got to say actually that the breakfast. You're not a fan, but I love the breakfast at Big San Antonio. Love.
I'm already bored. I'm already bored.
Those breakfasts at Big San Antonio. Really did like.
Do you know what? I don't mind breakfast and things like that, but what I don't want to have the same thing every single day.
Hash browns.
You don't even get hash browns every day there.
No, you don't. But when I do, potato croquettes. I love my omelette station.
That's the only thing you really love, though, is the omelette station.
It's not the best thing in the world, but I've got to say, sunrises. That's what wakes me up early. Do you know what? Actual fact, I've noticed that here, because it's when it gets really, the sun rises now about 5. So it gets really bright.
Probably earlier.
Earlier than that, and I'm up bed. I can't lie in when the sun's there because it just goes in my eyes. Minnie said the only place I would wake up early and be fine is Orlando because of the parks and getting the right opening times. Yeah, absolutely. Funny enough, especially if your hotel has a free shuttle service, the last one is always about 11. So you want to get, well, it depends on the hotel, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, you want to get up early for that. And plus, you don't want to go late there because
it depends. If you want to go late and stay late, that's the thing.
Mark said sunrises, sunsets are magical to watch. I used to work, Mark, years ago on a farm. So I used to have to get the crack of dawn then. And I tell you something, my uncle used to say this because he's a farmer, because that's what I work for. And he used to say to me, the sunrise is the best time of the day. And do you know what? Even though I hated getting that early, he's not wrong. It's amazing to watch sunrises. If you watch a sunrise, a proper sunrise, like at 4 or 5 a.m., it is really, really good. It really is something special.
I've not seen a sunrise, but I have seen sunsets, and Lanzarote is perfect for that.
Oh yeah.
You could just stand there on the walkway and just watch all the sunsets. It's amazing.
I think there was one day I did wake up early from our hotel when we were in San Antonio and looked out there. And what is really funny is it's true. The stereotype is true. I don't know about the nationality, but I'd look out the window. And at 4 or 5 a.m., there are people putting their beach towels on the sun loungers, even though the sign says you can't do it.
Yeah.
I don't know who they were, so I'm not going to be judgmental, but I can see that. I thought it's 5 a.m.
You know what? My bestie, Eve, she was really good. She'd get up at the crack of dawn and go and put towels out for us. I'm like, what? She goes,
Oh,
yeah, put towels out.
but she was brilliant as well, because what she did do as well, a fourth credit to her as well. On our last day, she got so annoyed with it, she got up at 5 a.m. and took them all off. Minnie said we stayed at the Universal property at the hotel, gave us complimentary fast pass tickets.
Yeah, and you can get in earlier, I think, because you can with the Disney one. You can get in an hour earlier, and I believe it's the same with the Universal. You get in earlier before
Not
everyone
only
else.
that, Minnie got ticket cards too.
Oh,
Look at that. You
Oh.
should use them at home. Just show people your fast pass. Fast pass. Fast
Yeah.
pass. I want my breakfast.
I'm going to the bedroom. I'm
Fast
going
pass.
to the bathroom.
Fast
Fast pass.
That's a brilliant idea. Do you know, we always, funny enough though, Minnie, we always keep our tickets. So whenever we go to Universal, because it's always the card ticket, and also you get the plastic little card, you get there as well. You know, when they scan your ticket, and then you get your thumb
with
or
the
your finger.
with the Disney one, you get actual plastic cards, but with the with Universal, you get sort of cardboard ones, and you put in your lanyard.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but we've kept all of ours. They're all on the fridge actually. I've got a magnet and attached them to the fridge. Minnie says you can get in an hour early in the park, so it's really, really nice.
Yeah.
Were there many people in the park when you went an hour early?
I suppose it's good if you want to do certain rides that you probably wouldn't be able to get to do later on in the day.
No.
So you can go and do like certain rides and stuff. But
I suppose it's that as well, but it's just nice. Do you know what? It made me realise when we went to that time in September, and there was, I mentioned earlier where it was raining, there's hardly anybody there. It makes you realise that's the time when you really appreciate the park, because you can do all the rides and stuff like this. Minnie said yes, but ours was fast pass. But ours is for fast pass. We could put it in ours. Yeah, I was going to say as well, because
right, okay, right. So you get a separate pass, and you can just put it. Is that what you mean? You just get like a whole separate ticket for the fast pass.
With also as well with your fast pass as well. Did it make a big difference going in an hour earlier? Did you notice a big dip in the crowds, or was it still quite busy? Because that'd be interesting actually. Because if loads of people have got one, then obviously it would be busy.
Well, Mark and I have discussed staying at Universal Hotel and staying at a Disney hotel. And then later on maybe staying back on International Drive. So like a few days at Universal, a few days at Disney, and then the rest of our time on International Drive. So I'm thinking that could be sort of like an option. But as I said, Mark doesn't really relax unless we go to Lanzarote. When we go to Lanzarote, then you really relax, don't you?
I do. Well, if you think about it, Orlando's not really a relax holiday because you are walking around parks. Vegas is exactly the same because you're wandering around hotels. Lanzarote. Now, Minnie, I apologise. We mention Lanzarote a lot, and I think it's a real destination place as well.
I think for UK, it's definitely a destination place. It's one of those places that it's only 4 hours to get to, and it's for all types of people. So, if you're older, if you're younger, your family, you want to go party. Do you know what I mean? It's just an island for everything, and it's just Porto del Carmen is very, very popular.
Yeah, so basically, it's an island 4 hours away from the UK flight. It's a little island just off the coast of Africa. So it's northwest Africa.
And it was made by volcanoes, right?
Yeah, it's volcanic island.
Yeah, volcanic islands, yeah.
So Minnie said, but our fast passes we could put in our lanyards.
Right.
But it was an actual car, like not like cardboard. Yeah, so the plastic ones.
Right,
yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what we had. Yeah, Mark said, treat yourself soon, guys. Lanzarote. We do want to go. Funny enough,
we normally go once, twice a year.
One of my good friends actually went to Gran Canaria. He was so lucky, so lucky. So he had already booked it, and he went over December.
Right, I remember you saying.
Do you remember me saying? And also as well, he said he said, Mark, I could not have timed it better. He went they flew off the week before they announced lockdown, so he was there. And the week they came back, obviously, he had to self-isolate. But he said if he'd gone just a few days later, he wouldn't have been able to go there. He said, I just made the right judgment call there as well. And yeah, he was in Gran Canaria. But funny enough, he didn't. When I saw he sent me some photographs from there, or just obviously by WhatsApp, and he said, yeah, none of them had masks on. You didn't wear it on the beach.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think you just got to do what you feel comfortable with, isn't it? Either you wear your mask or you don't.
But yeah,
it's up to you.
Go back to Mark's point. Yeah, we do want to go back, Mark, as well. So
Yeah.
hopefully, one day we will see you there for cocktails at the Golden Corner.
I'm thinking cocktails. You don't even drink.
They do virgin cocktails.
Virgin cocktails.
But we'll see you then for cocktails at some point.
Yeah.
At the Golden Corner, hopefully.
I'll tell you what, with my bestie Evelyn, oh my god, that girl can drink.
Yeah, she can.
She can really drink.
Yeah, she can do it. But Long Island iced tea, she'll be right there.
Her Tom Collins, her Long Island iced tea. And the thing is, with the Golden Corner, they actually put her, according to her, the right shots of alcohol in, because some places you go and the shots are a little bit short or not enough. But no, at the Golden Corner is correct, and she really likes it.
Do you know what we mean, Mark? The Golden Corner. It's in Porta del Carmen. It's right sort of in the middle of the strip,
near La Ula, where the casino is.
Yeah, right by the casino in La Ula. Not everyone's familiar with Porta del Carmen, but like I said, a guy I know as well, he goes to Playa Blanca quite a lot when he goes to Lanzarote. He doesn't really go to Del Carmen.
I like Playa Blanca. It reminds me of a little bit like a seaside town, a bit like Brighton.
Yeah, it is a little bit.
Yeah, it just reminds me.
It's got nice weather.
Yeah, there is that.
And it's sunny.
Yeah. And you see everybody like with buckets and pails and all of that type of stuff.
Yeah.
It's more seasidey there than it is in Porta del Carmen.
So, Minnie, are you keeping all your little lanyards and all your little cards? Do you keep them as souvenirs? I've got so many lanyards upstairs. I've got all piles. I've kept every one. The one I really liked was from the Horror Nights. So we did, Minnie, I don't know if you did it. We did the Halloween Horror Nights. Yeah, she goes, yeah, we keep them. I did one.
No, we didn't actually do the Horror Nights, though.
No, we didn't. Well, no, I bought the lanyards.
Yeah, but we didn't actually do the.
We wanted to do the Hollywood Horror Nights, but we didn't actually get to do it. I think at the time it was an extra $70-something.
Yeah,
it's
because
a lot more now.
Because Mark wanted to do the Universal one, and I wanted to do the Disney one. So by the time we bought, 4 tickets, it was going to work out too expensive. To do, but this time we would do it. We would get 2 Disney ones and 2 Universal ones. That is what we would do.
I think one of the things is because we've not been able to go there, it's made me really think I've got to do it, because we always got into this habit. Oh, next time we go, we'll do it.
Because we travel quite a bit.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm doing this. I feel like I'm not.
Yeah, slouching.
Yeah, sort of thing. But I feel like, because we haven't travelled in so long, we'll be able to take more advantage of things that we haven't been able to do.
Mark said, "Food arrival. What are you having, Mark? Are you doing takeaway? We've just had Wagamama's.
We've just had Wags.
What are you having? Before you go?" I have all my parents' ones too, but we went when Horror Nights started, but we didn't get tickets to go, so we just decided not to. But my parents said next time we'll go. We'll do it. Yeah, definitely do. One guy said to me there, actually, American guy said when we were out there the first time around, because we said, $70 extra. I've already paid.
Yeah, it was like $72 plus tax.
Yeah, but he said it's worth it. Mark said, much love, stay safe. Chicken and chips. Enjoy, Mark.
Enjoy.
Please.
Football starting soon.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. You'll be able to enjoy. Hopefully we'll see you on Tuesday. On Tuesday live.
Yeah. If you're free.
Yeah. We did the same last time in 2019. Yeah, so Minnie was saying about like 2019 she went.
Right.
Yeah, we did this. We wanted to do it, but the American guy said to us, look, guys, do it. It's really worth it. It's worth doing. We didn't.
Yeah.
Because there was another one, obviously the Disney version is the not so scary Halloween.
Yeah.
It's called. And I think you wanted to do that. I wanted. In the end, we said, "All right, we won't do either." But
yeah.
What we should have done is just done both.
Yeah. That's what we should have done. Yeah.
We should have done it, and I think I do regret that now. But I think next time we go, when we're allowed to do it, we'll do.
But I think what we also have to think about for next time is we have separate money for tickets and things like that, and separate money for spending money.
Yeah.
Because I think the way we thought about it is we're spending our spending money Because when we go to the States and things like that, we go to all the outlets, we go to all the shops, we want to buy stuff in the parks, we want to buy food and all of this type of stuff. So I think we were thinking that that was going to come out of our spending money, whereas this time when we decide to go, we will save up specific money for that, and possibly buy the tickets before we go.
Yeah, actually, I thought that would be a good idea. Actually, I don't mind that, but I think like you say, you've just got to commit to it.
Yeah.
Because the last time we went to Vegas was a very sort of similar story. We said we'd do X, Y, and Z, and we didn't do it, and I budgeted for it. I think I don't want to spend that money, but I think once you're out there, we just got to do it. Just go ahead and do it.
Because the thing is they turn out to be like with Lanzarote, it's slightly different because there's not too many things to spend your money on, and you're not doing too many things. So the things that you'd probably spend your money on will be things like perfume, bags, toiletries, that type of thing. Whereas when you go to the States, there are specific things that you can buy that I can't get here. Mark's brother and girlfriend very, very kindly sent me a box of goodies. It's in the corridor at the moment.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much. We really, really appreciate. Well, Mark's already caned the chocolate, coffee covered chocolate.
Oh, this is a mouse. It's a mouse.
Yeah. And because basically I've got really bad skin from just like with all the COVID and all of that type of stuff. So my skin has not really been the same. So they do the sort of like we used to do it here, but they were Buff Puff singles, and they don't do them anymore. But it just so happens in the States that CVS do a version. And so whenever I'm there, I pick up a few boxes. But because I didn't go last year, I had run out. So I was like to your brother's girlfriend, please, can you send me these if you pass any? And she bought the last 5 boxes, which was so perfect. And she sent me a little face pack as well, which is so cute. And thank you for that. Thank you, to your brother and his girlfriend. But yeah, I really liked the little goodies that they sent us. They sent us some chocolates. They sent us
thank you, so kind. Thank you very much. Well, Minnie said so instead we didn't. Oh, so this is instead of the Halloween night, we did an extra day at the Universal Park because I wanted to do an extra day at the parks. Instead, my parents felt so bad for our last full day. They got tickets for the Universal Park. Oh, that's nice. So you got to do an extra day. That's really. Do you know what? It's one of those things. All of the parks, like especially Universal, is one of those things I can just spend the entire day there and I never get bored. Not once do I get bored.
Yeah, it's very true.
What she said, hoping tickets, and it was a really nice surprise for me. And I was really thankful. Oh, that's really nice. That's really nice, actually.
That's very nice. Like with me, I could sit down in the park all day and I'd never be bored.
Yeah.
You could plonk me down in one spot and I would people watch. I would see what was going on. I'd have a drink in my hand and just watch everyone sort of walking by and all of that type of stuff. And I love it.
So Minnie said they got a park hopping ticket for Universal so I could go to the Hogwarts Express. Right now, Minnie, I've got a question for you. What's your favourite Hogwarts Express trip? Now, what I mean by that is, do you prefer, because they're both different, do you prefer to go from King's Cross up to Hogwarts, or do you prefer the trip from Hogwarts over to King's Cross? I'm assuming you've done both ways, but the train ride is different. The different things happen.
I can't even think, but yeah, they are different.
They are different. So I remember, because when you go from King's Cross, you see the night bus. It goes up and down. There's a few things. I'm not going to ruin it in case anybody hasn't had it. And then obviously, then you get to the end. When you go the other way, it starts off with the Weasley twins throwing rockets and stuff like that. Then there are a few things happen.
I can't even remember. But yeah, it's different.
Oh, Minnie, you only did one way. So I only did the trip going from King's Cross to Hogwarts. So I only know going experience. My personal preference, without ruining it, is that one. That's one, but it's worth doing the other way though, just so you can see the difference.
Just so you can see the difference.
They are not the same.
I think I really, really want to go either end of this year or next year, depending on what is allowed.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely want to go though. I definitely want to go again. But yeah, we just have to wait and see what's allowed and what isn't. Yeah, and see what flights are like.
Yeah.
And all of that type of stuff. Really, I think we're coming to the end now, aren't we?
Yes.
You've got your football soon. And Mark's wants to watch his football.
Yeah, we are going there as well. It's been absolutely brilliant catching up with you guys. I've really enjoyed that actually. It flows so quick. Oh, hang on, before Minnie goes. So I have to say, I like the going experience because they close the other part early because of Halloween Horror Nights. So when we're going to go back, we couldn't because the park was closed. They do that actually. They do kick you out. I remember that as well because they were shepherding us out because we didn't have the tickets. But I did like to say going back to the express, right? It is worth it. Next time you go, Minnie, please do try the other way round. Go from Hogwarts to King's Cross and have a look at the journey. It is different. But I love doing both as well. I thought when I used to get the train to work, I thought, I wish this was like my train. Right?
Could you imagine?
Cool. Just such cool things happen as well. And the little chocolate Friday, anyway, I won't ruin it in case anyone hasn't seen it. But what was I going to say? No, I really enjoyed today, actually. Really enjoyed.
We always enjoy the live.
We always do as well.
Yeah, we really do.
We had a good Harry Potter catch-up. We talked about the parks, which is really good fun.
Do you want to show the frog one more time?
There it is, the chocolate frog.
That's the cushion.
The cushion with the chocolate frog on top. There he is.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm worried I'm going to lose that frog, actually. We've kept the little connecting rod on it.
Yeah, because it can separate.
You can separate, but I've just done that for now. So you can see that there. Yeah, the chocolate frog is so cute as well. It is. Well, let's just see. When did they do sell it in Canada?
Don't know.
We got it from, if you are interested, we did get it from Forbidden Planet. I know I'm sure there is a Forbidden Planet in Canada. They all have them in the US, but I'm sure I've seen one. I've not seen it, but on the website, it does say where around the world they have it. I'm pretty sure there's one in Toronto, but I may be wrong. But I cannot see why you couldn't order one if you want one from Forbidden Planet. But there we are. Really enjoyed that. So our next live, as we always will be on Tuesday, 6 o'clock. We hope you guys can make it. We really look forward to seeing you then as well. We'll do another catch up. Hopefully we can go back into the garden. As you can see, it's quite dark here as well. I've got the spotlights on me. I'm
going to try and edit a video maybe tonight. Maybe tomorrow. We're going to video something tomorrow. We're going to breakfast tomorrow, so we'll be videoing that. And then I will try and upload a video tomorrow. If not tomorrow, it'll be Sunday.
Oh, Minnie said they did close, but they had a pop-up store and they closed it. But you're going to try and order it from the UK. You might, I don't know. We'll have a look for you for the UK, actually, see if you can get it. You may get better luck from the States. I don't know what it will be like ordering that way, but we'll have a little look for you. See if
we'll let you know.
Well. When we went to New York, there was one in New York, wasn't there, Forbidden Planet?
Was it Forbidden Planet?
I think it was a Forbidden Planet. I'm pretty sure. I might have had that wrong. There's me saying, yeah, it was.
Yeah. I don't know if it was, but I don't really pay attention. I just go into these shops because Mark's dragging
drag her in. But yeah, like I said, so we'll see you next live, Tuesday, 6 o'clock. Take care of yourself. Please look after yourself. Lovely to talk to you again. Minnie, look after yourself. We shall hopefully see you. Thank you so much. Have an amazing weekend. Yeah, you too.
You too.
Thank you. Can't wait for Tuesday. We're really looking forward to catching up.
We always look after. We always look forward to the lives. We really do.
Yeah, we do. And we love talking to you as well, Minnie. Look after yourself. Have a fantastic weekend. Stay safe. And we shall hopefully see you on Tuesday.
See you anon. Take care.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.